No, I have my own way, my kind of coffee. Okay.
Let me get my money.
So,
Good morning, David. Can you hear me?
uh, good morning, Robin King. I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Good morning.
Let me change my setting.
Yeah, I can hear you anyway.
Can you say something?
Hello.
Oh, I can't hear you. I don't know what's happening. Just bear with me. I'm using state computer. Sometimes it's not working.
Okay.
David, can you say something?
Hello.
I don't hear you at all. Hold on, what's happening?
I don't know. My mic is working fine.
Say something. Keep saying something.
Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning,
Say something.
good morning, good morning, good morning, good
Well, I
morning,
don't
good
hear you. Maybe it's speakers. Can you hear me now, right?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear
I
you.
can't hear you at all. I'm hearing, let me see. Let me see if I can hear other audio file here. Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you now. How are you?
Okay.
How are you, David?
I'm doing quite well.
So, are you at your office?
Yeah, I'm at the clinical site. Yeah.
So, are you alone in your office or somebody there or
Yeah. Now I'm alone.
okay.
Yeah,
So tell me
because
what happened.
mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. Share me, check in. What's happening your site? I'm willing to hear it.
Oh, a lot of things happening. A lot of things. First of all, this um a learning curve for me because I've never done anything like this before. But I'm learning a lot. I mean, this morning I've had two rapid response calls. You know, so I'm having the opportunity to learn a lot about how chaplaincy is so important and how relevant it is in providing that kind of service. I mean, spiritual support to patients. Everything I'm learning is absolutely new. I never anticipated that there's much to chaplaincy than I thought. You know, um, visiting patients in their rooms, having conversation with them, meeting the families, having conversation with the families, um, attending to code blue calls and rapid response calls. Uh, they are all something very new, but I appreciate the fact that I'm being exposed to all these different aspects of chaplaincy.
Okay, something new. So tell me more about it. What happened with any patient story?
Oh, every day you get new stories, many stories. Um, a few of them religious. I think most of them is about patients talking about themselves, talking about their families, their loved ones. I mean, there have been instances where the stories are very emotional. There was a patient, a middle age, I think he was in his 50s. Yeah. He has been diagnosed with, life threatening medical uh, issue. And he was, we had a conversation, and he was more concerned about his wife, who was recently diagnosed with cancer. And he's the one taking care of the wife. Very recent diagnosis. And now he's in this situation. He was crying, thinking about the wife, not not a lot about himself, but about the wife, because now there's nobody to take care of the wife. And so later I said, our daughter is helping, but she's not gonna do much, and I'm very concerned. You know, I think it was quite a sad story. You could see that he genuinely wanted to be home and take care of the wife. But unfortunately, now he is in a very difficult situation himself. The What surprised me was the fact that he was not even talking much about his medical issue, but he was more concerned about the wife. you know. Um, I've also encountered, patients who have been transferred to comfort care.
Let's start with the guy who was talking about his wife. So, what was your spiritual care for him? I want to hear what you did.
I wanted to know more about what it means for him to be here while the wife is alone at home, diagnosed with cancer. But
Mhm.
he couldn't talk much because he was very, very emotional. He was in a very sorrowful situation. Um, I think he wanted to talk more, but I think it was hard for him to spill out his
Mhm.
feelings. And then all of a sudden, the son came in, visited. So the son came in, so the whole conversation got disrupted because they had to introduce the son to me and telling the son, "Oh, this is the chaplain. He's here," and very basic introduction. And then the nurse came in. The nurse and the doctor came in. So the whole conversation. So we decided to uh, continue the conversation later on. But I think it was Friday, Monday when we came back, he has been discharged.
Oh,
For what
okay.
reason? Yeah. So he has been discharged. So we couldn't get a chance to continue the conversation. But he was very
Mm.
receptive. He was very like appreciative of. I mean, I being there as a chaplain, and he was able to talk. Say things that he wanted to say, but we couldn't finish the whole conversation. Yeah.
So, what you did, I'm just still curious. What you did so that he appreciate you. Tell me about what you did.
The fact that I was there and I gave him the my presence, I think was just he was appreciative of my presence, and apart
Mm.
from the presence, I was also ready to listen. I gave him the space to say whatever he wanted to say because I was there to support him in any direction that he wants to go, and I gave him that space.
Mm.
Uh,
You listen.
I listened to him. Yeah, it
Great,
was a
great.
short, yeah, very, very good conversation, but it was just very shortened, But yeah, I think he would have tell me more if the son wasn't there and the doctor had not come in.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't know if I could have done something differently when the doctor and
Mm.
when the son and doctor came, or maybe if there was anything I could have done differently.
Something differently, which is a really nice perspective. How would you do differently? Any thought? Let's say again, what's the patient's needs?
So after reflecting on the encounter, um, I think I realized that maybe I could have done something differently, and that could have been asking the patient if he wanted to continue the conversation or if he want to see the doctor. The
Mm.
doctor. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because it is up to the. It's, what we are doing is patient centered. So uh, it's up to the patient if you wanted to continue the conversation or if you want to talk to the doctors and later on schedule it. Or I mean, he can even tell the doctors, please, can you let me finish my conversation with the chaplain, and you know. So I mean, that is what I thought about after reflecting on.
That's good reflection. You can ask patient, do you want me to come back later, or can I stay here until you have a meeting with the doctor? Also, you can ask the doctor, did you say to who you are to the doctor?
They
Good.
knew.
Yeah. Just introduce yourself and doctor, and then asking them, can I stay here? Asking patient. If with their permission, sometimes they say no, sometimes yes. So it's like a more you proactive, asking them, can I stay here? Can I come back later? Yeah, that's good reflection. Yeah, always, always. Anything else?
Oh, there's so many things going on, and
Yeah,
right now,
just tell me, tell me.
I mean, my on-site supervisor is on vacation. He started on Monday. So I'm taking over all the responsibility as a chaplain. So my duty is to uh, create, I mean, all the task for we have two volunteers who are also working here, so I have to prepare their task. Uh, and at the same time, doing all the chatting, my own visit, chatting on my own rounds, and also chatting their round because they don't have access to the system.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I also have to rephrase. Rephrase whatever they write because they are just volunteer. They write very basic, information. So I have to use my own, judgment to reframe whatever they are trying to they are written. So these are the things that I'm doing, and I still do my rounds. Um, there are rooms that they call them contact or contact plus airborne. They have all these designations. Like contact. You have to you have to cover yourself, wear the mask. Contact plus is the same thing. Airborne, I cannot enter those rooms. So there's so many things you have to learn over here under one roof, and I like that. Yeah. Mhm.
You said you like it?
Yeah, I like it because you're learning so many things with under one roof.
So at the beginning of our meeting, you never thought, you used a couple times, never imagined, never thought about chaplaincy. So what do you see right now, hospital chaplaincy? You say you like it. What is about it?
You know, that's why I use the word uncertainty so many times because um, even though I knew something was missing in my ministry work, you know, my idea of chaplaincy when I was coming in is to maybe learn something. I wasn't sure what I was going to learn, but I think I could learn something that will help me with with my ministry work. But then now I've seen that there's more to it than um, because I thought uh, pastoral care, spiritual care was more about solving problems and fixing people's problem. and all this thing. But now I've come to see the importance of being present when people are going through crisis, you know, and creating that kind of safe space for people to tell their story, you know, instead of trying to fix problems. And,
Right.
and
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, and I like the fact that you're offering this service to people that you've never known in your life, and under normal circumstances, you will not talk to them, but now you are in a position where you go and visit them and talk to them, you know, give them the opportunity to tell their stories, or for them to feel better, for them to feel they are being supported, one way or the other. You know, I mean, just this morning, one of the rapid response, uh, after it was cleared, we all came out because it's a whole team. There's a team that have to be present whenever there's a rapid response or code blue. And the presence of chaplain is also part of it. So I was there, and then after it was cleared and we were coming out, I mean, the nurses and the doctors. So one of the nurses, we took the elevator together, and she said, "Thank you so much for coming." She doesn't have any family member around. You know. So I said, "Yeah, that's what we do. We are here to support the patient." You know, so our presence is important, very, very important, very, very relevant. And we know that. You know. And this is the next I've met it twice this morning because there were two. Uh, yeah. One minute. Oh, you want to get something or because
What, did you have the list ready for me?
I will get it for you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yes. Sorry for that. I mean, one of the volunteers just came in, and so I see the benefit of the work that we do, helping people, you know, uh, helping humanity in general. That's how I see it.
I'm curious, anything did you learn about yourself from this process?
I mean, I think I've said it 1,000 times. I'm learning about myself uh, a lot. I'm also in the process of developing my own self awareness, which is very important. And I've said it so many times that I never, and it's part of the uncertainty that I talk about. Never did, never was I thinking that joining, the CP program was going to require me to work on myself. You know, I never thought about that. So it's one of the surprises that I've come to see being part of the CP, and learning about myself, knowing who I am, and uh, and how to handle my grief and my past life experiences, how they impact my decision making or my relationship with others. A lot of things I'm learning.
So you're learning a lot of things, but anything very specific you learn about yourself? Something like
That
yeah. Yeah, tell me.
And I'm learning about myself in the sense that um, I'm learning about how um, my past or my life experience has impacted me in so many ways. My personal life and also my relationship with others. You know, for example, grief. I've always hide or run away from grief. I always try to avoid pain, you know, try to push it aside. But now I've come to realize that it's all parts of life. You cannot run away from it. You know, you have to live with it. You have to, what do I say? I mean, there's nothing wrong about, grieving or talking about your pain or, your feelings about situations. You know, so these are the things that I'm learning that is helping me personally, and I think professionally.
Good. Yeah. Big change, isn't it?
No, it's a big change for me. It's a big change because for all my life, there have been a lot of uh, grieving. There have been a lot of pain, loss of family members, beloved ones, my mom, my grandma. And anytime all these things happen, you know, it's like I'm scared to meet those challenges. So I will just ignore it, avoid it, push it under the carpet, as people say, and move on with my life. And now that I realize that I mean, this was not what I was supposed to do, and I've come to realize that it's coming back to bite me big time. But I appreciate it. It's not something negative. It's just that I have to face it, whether I like it or not. And I recall
Mm.
something you said that genuine grief never goes away, and I think it's very, very true. It's gonna live with me for
Yeah.
the rest of
Hmm.
and I have to accept it. And that's how it is. And I've come to really believe it that is true. It's true. It lives with us.
Hmm. It's okay. It's okay to live with those.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's okay.
yeah.
We are
How
creating
about
space. Some here. It's okay.
yeah? I've
We're
come to
glad to
accept
hear
that.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, glad to hear that your process. Trust your process. How was the CP? You did really well at your presentation. Really, you did a great job.
It was tough. Anytime something has to connect with my mom, it's so tough for me. You know, yeah. But I couldn't use anybody else. I have a lot of role models, but I couldn't use anybody else because I'm living the life that my mom wanted me to live. So I always use her as my true role model. But anytime something happen, I have to remember her or something that remembers me of her, even though it's been so many years. It gets tough for me. Yeah, it gets tough. but I know gradually overcome it. Now that I know that it's something I cannot run away from, something that I cannot hide away from. I think eventually I will overcome that fear. I'm already overcoming it, but I know it's going to take some time.
Yeah, you did a great job. Mid unit presentation, you did a great job. Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
Thank you.
And you want to change it. And you
No,
responded,
I
you want to be
don't.
perfect.
I don't know.
How can it
There
be?
was there
How
was
can it be more perfect?
I don't know. There were just a few things, but I don't know. I don't know.
Let
I
me.
just felt like, yeah.
I hope I have a book that I'm reading. One second. I didn't bring it today. Mm, mm. Whatever. I'm telling you from my memory. Uh, Perfection is, we all have a kind of perfection. I want to be perfect because we fear of judgment. Yeah. Criticized by outside energy is judging us. So I want to
Yeah.
be perfect. So do you know Marcus Aurelius? Marcus Aurelius?
Yes.
Okay.
The Greek philosopher, yeah, of Rome, yeah, yeah. I know he's a very high thinker and philosopher. Yeah,
Uh, he's an emperor. He's a Roman
emperor of
emperor.
yeah, Roman emperor. Yeah,
Yeah. He
I
wrote a
have.
book. Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
Yeah.
No, I think I have one of his books. Yeah, I haven't used it for a while, but I have one of his
Yeah.
books.
In his book, Meditation, he wrote a book,
But
Meditation.
yes,
Yeah. In his book, Meditation, he said, uh, tranquility, which is happiness, which is we can understand about our inner peace.
yeah,
Inner peace is, sometimes understanding as perfectionism.
okay,
Okay. And he said, if we find any tranquility, which is happiness and perfectionism, he said, surprisingly, do less, not do more.
do less.
Can you, yeah. And then he said, do less, but particularly do essentials.
Okay, okay. Do less, but do essentials.
Yeah, let me find a quote. I thought
Okay.
I have a book in my bag. Okay. So when I read your email, oh, yeah, you did really great job with your mini unit, and you want to do more. Oh, never ending.
uh, but what you are saying is true. Sometimes you feel like you are being judged, but I think for me it has been since childhood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then when I traveled, I realized that I always have to prove myself.
That's right, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is my
So
screen.
okay,
See the screen?
it's coming up. Yes.
This is, yeah, I was right. If you seek tranquility, do less. He said, if you seek tranquility, do less, or more accurately, do what's essential.
Okay. I will write this one down. because I have either one or two of his books, but I haven't read it for some time now.
Oh, his book meditation is really good. Yeah. You don't have to
Yeah,
read it. You don't have to read it right now. Focus on your patient's care. But when you
yeah,
have a free time.
yeah.
So you did really great job with your bid unit presentation.
Okay.
And if you want to do
Thank you.
more, you eventually want to do more and more and more. You will never happy. Okay?
I understand. I understand. It's so funny that they were just minor things, but I just felt like, what, let me just clean it up, but your 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 email reminded me that, David, just as you said, do the essential. Do the
Yeah.
essential.
Yeah. It's
Yes.
okay. It's okay not to be perfect. So maybe that is maybe your learning goal, and it's okay not to be okay. And just good enough mother. There is a words good enough mother.
Yeah,
So
good.
yeah, that's a behavioral science language.
Yeah.
And what we say it is sometimes the mother making milk, and then water temperature will be sometimes hot, sometimes, as mom is making milk for baby, the mom
Yeah.
will drop the milk on the floor. Or there's no perfect mom. So we say good enough mother.
Okay.
David, you are good
So good.
enough.
Okay. I like that. Thank you.
You're good enough is something you can hold on to it.
I appreciate that very much.
Mhm.
Yeah. I really appreciate that. I don't always have to be perfect. But actually, I've changed a lot within the last couple of weeks. I think I've changed. Or I'm changing. I'm changing. Uh, and I appreciate everything that I'm learning now because I can see, I mean, the positive impact of what I'm learning. And I can apply it to real life.
That's
So
right. Yeah.
yes, I can apply it to real life. So uh, I'm glad and I'm grateful for where I am, what I'm learning, my instructors, my colleagues, I like using the word colleagues, I don't know why, my peers, you know, uh, and a lot of things that we talked about in class, you know, I'm seeing it like, you know, sometimes you enter a patient's room and you don't know what to expect, you know. Uh, the family may reject you, the patient may reject your services or your presence. I mean, so far I've been lucky. Um, Even those who decline, yes, yeah, hello.
Looks like you're busy.
No, I'm not busy. It's a phone. I mean, I'm using my phone and a call came in. I'm not there's somebody. Just 1 minute, please. It's finished, but this is your list.
Oh, okay.
There. I don't know if yeah. Can you put it when you go to the nursing?
No, that's okay.
Yeah. Please, 1 minute. What do you need? Okay. So I'll see you in a bit. I haven't finished. I'm on the phone. Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's
Yeah, she's one of the um, volunteers working with us, and she needed her legs to start going. I mean, making her rounds, and I have it printed, but I didn't want her to come inside. So there were two interruptions. One is uh, the guy who cleans the office, so he came to pick up the. I mean, and then the the volunteer was also trying to get her leg so we can make her rounds. So
that's
things are
understandable.
yeah,
Yeah, that's understandable.
yeah. So sorry,
Okay.
sorry for interrupting. Then the
Oh,
fork.
nothing is a story. It's okay. That's completely understandable.
Yes.
Okay, I'm glad to see you. You're doing well. And you are learning a lot, and you enjoy
Yeah.
your clinical sites. And I'm so happy. And do less, but do better. You know what I'm saying? Do
Yes.
less.
Yes.
You're good enough. You're good enough. Embrace yourself.
I mean, thank you. Thank you.
So, how was our time today?
Oh, very reflective. I mean, it's as always an opportunity to learn more about first of all ourselves, myself, and also understanding the pathway that I've taken. I mean, understanding chaplaincy, what it is, and the challenges that one may encounter. But most importantly, how to how to be reflective. How to be reflective. I don't know where this call is coming. I'm not using my laptop. I'm using the phone. Yeah,
It's okay. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I'm using the
So,
phone.
I believe you have a verbatim coming up is Thursday, right?
Yeah, I have the verbatim coming on Tuesday, and I'm working on it very seriously.
Okay. Oh, do
Yeah,
less. Do less. Okay.
yeah. I would definitely do less. Yes, I would definitely do less, and um, but yeah, I would do less, but I'm learning more.
Okay. Do less, but do essential. That is both. Do less and get better. You
And
have
get
time to get
better.
better.
Okay. Thank
Okay.
you so much. Yeah.
Can you send your verbatim by Wednesday? Can you do that, or is it too much?
Uh, can I send it like Thursday morning, please?
Sure, sure.
But right now, I'm here till 6 o'clock.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and he's actually very busy. You know, creating lists. After this, I have to create a list for the Catholic priest. There's a Catholic priest who come here to visit patients who are from the Catholic denomination. So I have to create his list too. And then you keep getting calls because something has changed in the patient and then they need like last rites,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
you know, things like that. So there are calls coming in from nurses, sometimes from doctors, and then we have a whole list.
Yeah,
a
yeah.
whole a whole list. And the volunteers, they are doing the best they can, but they are just volunteers. And one of them hasn't come in for more than a week. So
Yeah, take your time.
yeah, so it's a lot going on, but I embrace the challenge.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, I embrace the challenge. Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Take your time and send it to me Thursday and safe drive.
Yes,
And
another
yes,
another
another challenge, right?
another challenge. And I didn't mention that my son has been admitted in the hospital last night.
What? What?
Yeah,
Oh my.
yeah. So I didn't sleep. I didn't sleep the whole last night. I was. If you look at my wrist,
Oh my.
yeah, I was. We were at the emergency. I don't know
Mm-hmm,
if you.
mm-hmm. Yeah, I
Yeah, we
see
had.
that. I see that. Yeah.
Yeah, we had the emergency the whole of last night from. We
Oof.
arrived. We arrived like 9 o'clock, and we have to drive hour and a half from where I am to another city far away. They say one of the best children hospital in the Central Valley area. So we have to drive to the emergency over there.
Oh
We
my.
got there like nine something, and finally he was admitted. So I have to drive from 5 o'clock to go home, change myself, and then drive to work. So completely no
Oh
sleep till
no.
last night. Yeah.
No.
So they are there. How long we gonna do? But it was the best decision we took because when they realized, the way he breathes is horrible. You know,
Mm.
and we have been to already one hospital about no urgent care. We've been to urgent care like 3 times already. We've seen his doctor twice. We went to the day that I had problem. We went to another hospital. But this one is like that is what they do. So yeah, and they will not allow us to go back with the way that is business. Yeah,
Wow, that's so bad. Yeah.
yeah. So a lot of things going on, but
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
you know, um, yeah. I mean, I can handle it. My life has been full of hard challenges. And, yeah.
Mm.
uh,
Mm. Take care of your son. Take care of your son and
yeah.
do less with the verbatim.
Oh yeah, yeah. I will do less. I'll do less. Do the essential, and that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
I'm gonna write it on my on somewhere like per Reverend Kim. Do less. Do essential,
And you are good enough. You are good enough. David,
and
you are
I'm
good
good
enough.
enough.
Yes, you
Okay.
are. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for your time in the busy schedule of your life in the hospital and appreciate you.
Yeah.
And I will see you Thursday. Sounds good to you?
Yeah. Sounds good to me, sir.
Yeah. If you have any question, please feel free to text and call me. I will
Okay.
respond it to you, okay?
Okay. I have a question, but maybe I will test you on that. I have a question on the verbatim, but I will email you or text you.
Yeah.
Maybe you could help me. Yeah.
Yeah, just do it. Yeah.
Okay.
Breathe. Whew.
I haven't had my cappuccino this morning, so
Oh no, you go get
I'm
it. Go
still
get it.
not I'm still not 100% David. I need cappuccino to get me
Yeah.
awake.
Go get one. Go get one. Be yourself.
Okay. Thank you so much, Reverend Kim.
Okay.
I
Bye
appreciate your
bye.
time and I appreciate your support. How was your vacation though?
It was good and tiring. You know, vacation is tiring. It's not all completely relaxed. It's
Yeah, it
rather
wasn't a vacation.
yeah, I'm
Because
tired right now.
you were responding to emails and everything. Right? So, are you on vacation or you are on vacation?
Right. Vacation. Yeah, that's my problem. We work, you know, that's chaplain's problem. We work too hard. We just workaholic. Uh, at least I'm asking you to you take care of yourself.
Okay, I
Take care of
will.
your son, and I'll see you
I will.
Thursday.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.